Hey, what's good, YouTubeverse? What's good? This your man's here, Komodo7 here. Um, Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a message I have, some things I've been thinking about, and I wanted to share these things because this some good words of advice for you guys, for my fellas out here, and I'm going to narrow down to the group I'm talking to, and it's something therapeutic for me, and I know this is something that's helped me because I've been thinking about this and thinking about it for the since last night. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should talk about this shit. Get something off my chest, and it will help. Move me along with some of the things I dealt with and some of my emotions and things that I've been feeling. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this here. I'm narrowing things down to my brothers, 45 and older my age. I'm 40. I'm 48. Speaking for myself right now, and I want to talk to you guys about us in the dating scene. For us out here dating, divorce, jumping back into the pool, getting back out in the field, the streets, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I know we all probably had expectations. Like I had expectations of how I thought things were going to be and how it's going to transpire and who I was going to engage with and everything. And knowing who I am as a person and what I bring and knowing my value and quality that I had, what I've been seeing and what I've experienced has totally shaken me up. And I'm going to share some pillars in the next couple of videos. It might not be consecutively, but I'm going to start with the first pillar I'm going to share today with you guys, and it's going to be a bunch of subtitles just going into it about some do's and don'ts and some things you should think about, and some things that open your eyes to about what's what we out here seeing, what we experiencing. I know some of you whoever's going to be listening to this, go nod your head from north to south saying, yep, you damn sure right, Komodo7. That's what I'm seeing. Or if you haven't, this will give you a cautionary pause to think about what you're going to get into, what you're going to see out there, getting that back out in this pool. Because, like I said to many women I've talked to and just people in general, it's not a dating pool. It's a sewer trench. It's not what it's not. It's not what I pictured and thought of it. All right, what I'm dealing with right now, what I've seen so far. And I'm speaking on myself. Everything that I'm saying is something that I've experienced. I'm not saying everybody's like this. I'm not saying you may see the dating pool differently. I'm just going by what I experienced. Everything that I share from experience. I share from hard lessons learned, kicking ass, gunshot wound to myself. That's how I share things. I don't try to predict or pre-preach anything to anybody else or force anything else into somebody else's psyche about how they should do things. I'm only speaking from my experience, and if you relate to that, quite understandable. Then keep listening. So let me talk about pillar one. This is a very important pillar. Um, what I will say is, when you go out and start meeting people and connecting with people, you might find a singular point where you connect with this one person that you hit off very well. And when I go into this, I'm going to say this: don't put all your eggs in one basket. And what I mean by that is, you meet people. I know we're all not trying to be out here be players, just throwing the ding-a-ling around with everybody. I hope everybody's not man's like that, but most men thinking that way. But your sole goal purpose is now is you're trying to find a suitable mate, not exactly the person to walk down the aisle with. You're not trying to do, at least for me, not that. I'm just trying to find the suitable mate. We click, we let the time go by, and then when that step comes, then that step comes. But basically, most of us are trying to find the suitable mate. All right, and you meet somebody, you click with that person, y'all clicking well, y'all talking, y'all texting, y'all laughing, y'all joking around, and all this other good stuff. Now, things, if it goes naturally, things flow naturally, and y'all click well, you move on. You move into the next. You move into phases sometimes that you didn't even expect to go into. But from what I learned now, that I should have took the power of pause. In my situation, when I met someone, a couple of, I'm not gonna go too deep into the well of this because I'm not out here to be bashing anybody or make it too personalized about me or to somebody else that can't defend themselves because I'm speaking. So what I'm just saying is that don't put all your eggs in one basket when you're just back out here dating, trying to date and trying to meet someone. Okay, you met like say you met like three different women. Okay, they all click well. Now one out of them you're gonna click well with. You may see, y'all may see some sparks. Y'all may see many commonalities with each other. Y'all go click. Y'all go laugh. Talk. Meet each other. Do whatever. And that's all well and good. But nowadays it's not to go into what I'm about to go into. What this is, it's not all. It's not the glamour and glitz anymore. Like those drinks we used to. Those drinks you see these alcoholic drinks and these sodas where it say this is not your father's root beer or cream soda. It's like this now with these women. And I'm speaking to women in my age group of 40 to 50. A lot of these women now is not your grandmother's sweet tea. They not the same. They not built for it tough. They not dedicated Susie. They're not built the same anymore. Character is different. It's dedication, devotion, loyalty. That's some of it's non-existent, and it's a shame because that's what it's catching me at because I expect the type of shenanigans that I've seen and what I've experienced from 20-some-year-old women or even the early 30-some-year-old women. I'm talking women in my age bracket that I've been shocked and awed with the fact of there's no dedication, there's no loyalty, there's no commitments, there's no toughness, there's no mental toughness, there's no emotional stability or intelligence with them. It's just they're so hung up on just 0.15 of a red flag. If they see it, they gone. I've been ghosted by so many. I've been ghosted like maybe by 10 women that I started having a conversation with, and like in a week, these motherfuckers just ghost you. No explanation, no nothing. And for me, a maturity level is like, damn, you're not interested. Cool. We are. I'm nearing 50. Damn, this ain't. We're not teenagers, but a lot of these women. I'm sorry. If you take it as women bash, you can leave in the comments. You think I'm women bash. I'm not women bash. I'm not shaming anyone, but this is just true shit, real stuff. Because and when I go on these comments, I look at these bios. A lot of these women saying the same things about men, and very fairly, a lot of men are like this. But I feel like it's not being harped on enough about what these women are doing. And from what I need to speak because I'm seeing this. Maybe other people not saying, maybe don't want to talk about, it, but I'm saying this, and I'm like, damn, where's the dedication and devotion to people anymore? It's like you say something wrong, they don't like, they walk away, they explode on you, they flip it around and make you the abuser and then the victim. It's like it's reindeer games from people from women that are basically most of them that I'm meeting are grandmothers, and I'm like, damn. And like they're not our moms, they're not our grandmas, they're not the aunties like from ones I've had, the strong as rock solid aunties I've had that put up with plenty of shit. So this is what I said, and this is what I expected coming into it. I'm like, well, okay, no, I'm messing with, excuse me, dating black women and stuff. Well, okay, well, black women tough, built for it tough, like they said. But at least it's what I perceive. But what I'm saying is more. Well, what I'm saying is pretty much, grab me by my throat, pull me to the bottom of the dating pool sewer, and it's drowning me. And it's just give me a power pause and just to think to myself, you know what? I need to talk about this because it's a lot of other things with me about this because the experience I've had recently, and I'm not going to harp in too much into that of personally how it affected me is just the fact it was something in me to say I wanted to talk about this and just really get out there and just say, man, be my man at my age, be mindful of what you're doing, of who you're talking with, Stay guarded, basically. Don't give all your emotions out. Don't open up everything. Do not say you're invested into this person. Give it a lot of time. Be very due diligent. Be very observant. Watch what she does. Listen to what she says, and then watch what she does. Because they can be mercurial. They can change on a dime. Some of these women will cut you off like a toenail just over the slightest things. I'm like, damn, you've been in relationships previously in relationships, and don't get me wrong, I understand that there's a lot of women are hurt out there. I get that. We've all, as men, we've done hurting, we've been hurt, we know women's been hurt, and a lot of women can't get over things. A lot of women are bitter. A lot of women have been seriously hurt. I understand that, and that's all taken into account. And that also goes to the fact that I've also learned that, no matter how hurt a woman is, no matter how good you may be, and no matter how well capable you can save them, some hurt women you just cannot bounce back. Some hurt women are used to what they're used to now. They're not used to anything good. They're not used to anybody that's probably gonna be decent to them. They're gonna find a way to fuck it up in some kind of way. Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt and say that they're gonna fuck it up because they're not used to it. And I'm not a psychologist. I'm not Dr. Phil, Dr. Jeannie Gr. No, I'm not a dime doctor. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm just telling you that some women's hurt is so irreversible that no man's gonna fix it. They have to fix themselves first before then they come along and find the relationship and find the right person. So, like I said, I know it's going to go into a whole bunch of subtopics, and I kind of went off the pillar of what I'm saying. So, like I said, with pillar one, basically, though, you have to understand, man, don't put your eggs in one basket. You just getting back out there. You meet Jessica, you meet Keisha, you meet Ryan, Raisha. I'm just throwing names out there. You meet these people. Okay, you conversate with them. They're in your little circle of communications. Talk to them. I know one's gonna stick out. One's gonna stand out to you, and like, damn, I'm really feeling her. Damn, we went out on a couple of dates. She's really into me. All I'm gonna say is march slowly with it because they can change. Be very mindful. Be mindful of what you say. Be careful with your words. Like I've learned, choose your words very, very carefully. If you say something, mean it. If you don't mean it, don't say it. Because we're not dealing with, like I said, we're not dealing with our grandmother's sweet tea and Kool-Aid. They're not the same. They're not built the same. They're not built 70s and 80s. There's something else now. There's something else. And I'm talking about women, 40s, 50s in my age bracket. 20s and 30s, I don't fuck with that anyway. Those are young, and that's where I expect those shenanigans from. I don't expect it from women this age. That's deplorable to me, but that's why I'm out here talking about this. So, but this was just pillar one I wanted to talk to you about. Man, don't put all your eggs in one basket when you just coming back out here trying to get out here with someone. I'm not saying don't if you feel somebody or you feel like you're falling. I'm not saying don't do that. Like you feel like you want to fall in love with somebody, but you need to be mindful of that. You need to understand where that person's coming from. You need to know her past. You need to know her relationships. You need to know how she feels. Where is she at right now? Is she healed? Is she ready, really ready to be out there? Is she ready to be a mate? Is she ready for commitment, communications, hanging out? Making time for herself with her kids and balancing all that. You have to check all that. You have to check all that in the box. I'm gonna tell you now. Check all that from the box. Know they sign. If you're not compatible, if you're a Virgo and you're a Scorpio, I don't know if they're compatible. If you're not compatible, that also makes a big difference. Study their sign. Know them. Know what makes them tick. Because I'm telling you, if you don't, they go hit you with some shit that you're not going to expect, that you're not going to understand. And you're going to be sitting there like, wow, like, what's going on? Like, she cut you off and just ghosted you. Because I'm telling you, from experience, they will cut you off like nothing. They will wad you up like a piece of paper and throw you out the window like just a piece of wadded paper in a trash can. Like nothing. And like nothing has ever happened. And I didn't expect to see that. I didn't expect to see that. I did not see that coming. So it was like, you know, Share this, because experience is everything. We all got our favorite high school teachers, coaches, whatever, but the greatest teacher of all is life. Is going to always be that, the greatest teacher. So learn that and understand that, and learn from your experience. Share your experiences. Everything you learn the hard way, the good way, share that. And I'm sharing that with my brothers, man, just to be careful out there and just know what you're dealing with. Know who you fucking with. If y'all intimate, y'all in the bed, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing's wrong with it. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I've done all that. If that's what y'all doing, understand something that some feelings are gonna come with that. And if one person ain't on board with it, it's gonna turn disastrous. Guaranteed it's gonna turn disastrous if one person really ain't on board with it. So be mindful of that. So that was pillar one. Basically, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And if I need to narrow it down more, basically all that means is don't put all your energy, your heart, money into that one person. Leave the money part out. Your energy, your emotions, and your spirits into that one person. Because if it's not there and that person crush you, nothing hurts more. Nothing hurts more for a man if you put all your energy into this one damn person and they fucking destroy you. Us men can't handle it. We beat our chest, we bench 400 pounds, but we can't handle it. Let's just be honest, we can't handle that shit. Women can do it, and they showing us that, yeah, they can do it. They show me at least, yeah, they can do shit like this. I thought they were like the emotions. They want stability. They want commitment. They want security. They want to be held tight. But that's not the case. They ain't no grandma sweet tea here. So, hey, that's all I got. That was pillar one. Don't know when pillar two will come out because I haven't even created pillar two yet. But that was one. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Hey, thank you for listening. I'm getting more views. Hey, keep viewing, man. It ain't nothing fancy because I don't know much about digital creation and content creation. This is just something I'm enjoying doing, and hopefully I get better at it. So thank you for listening. Komodo 7, aka Hey Ron the Fiber Alarm, B Ron, whatever the case may be. Hey, thank you for listening. I'm out. Next slide.